is just fantastic. Captain's log, subdates 220103.4. The crew spent the entire weekend putting Scutterbork's new uniform on. They really struggled though, because his mop arm and dustpan foot made it a tad tricky with angles. If he creases it though, I'm going to demote him to grease cleaning duties. Welcome everyone to 2022. We've left the docking bay and we've left 2021 and we've left the Imperial Guards Meg, which had to be retired because I didn't want to risk Games Workshop getting trigger happy with their copyright intellectual property bollocks. So as you can see, yes, we have a new outfit. How lovely. If you can guess where it's from, 10 points to your respective Hogwarts house. To start this year off, we're going to go with a subject that was sent to me via a Twitter DM, and then we're going to progress from there. From Guilty Zyphos. I would like to attempt to enter this into is it a Karen or not a Karen? Accompanying it is a 30-minute Victoria's Secret's Karen Freakout video. Now it's called the full video because the shorter version of it was seen on TikTok. In fact, it trended quite a bit back in July and August of 2021. I immediately looked at it and thought, this is hilarious, not realizing until one of my lovely mods sent me a message indicating that I had in fact covered this person before, outside of the Karen series, in the exhibition of Stupid People number 128. And for the sake of this video, I'm just going to play that, because I like context. There are 4 videos on YouTube covering what happened, and I'm sure many of you are aware of it. But at a Victoria's Secrets, a Karen surfaced, and a Karen roared, and a Karen melted. And oh boy, it was splendid. This led to a Karen trending on social media. The Victoria's Secret in question was at Short Hills Mall in New Jersey, and this happened on the 11th of July. The victim's name I cannot pronounce, I do apologize, but she captured a fantastic video of a woman called Abigail Elphick, who tried to charge at her to smack her phone out of her hand, because once the victim had made it clear to the Karen that the entire altercation had been recorded, she then had a full-on meltdown in the middle of the store, realizing that her rude and violent behavior had been caught on camera. This is all on YouTube. This Karen, oh, you're watching it on the screen. I've turned the audio off for good reason. This is splendid. I know a lot of people like ASMR for relaxing content. I like watching Karens spurg the fuck out because it is delicious. For the sake of that particular video, I didn't really go into too much as to whether or not the meltdown was indeed Karen-worthy or not. So if you do want me to give that a more in-depth breakdown of the entire 20+ minute video, by all means, let me know in the comments. If enough people show interest, yes, of course, we shall give it a proper, thorough, rigorous going over. The entire video is posted onto the Just Another Karen channel, and there are on that channel many other Karen-related videos. And I thought what we could do for the rest of this video is address another video posted to that channel. The more recent upload, that is. The alleged Karen of today has a quality meltdown outside her car, and a rather interesting interaction with someone who we're going to talk about in a moment as well.
You're not going to sit there and flip me off. You flipped me off.
Sir.
You don't touch me. Do not touch me. Sir, you flipped me off.
What touched me?
Already I feel like we're missing some vital context that led up to this interaction, but the part I really want to just for a second latch on to. I have a black husband. Right. I see we're off to a stellar start here. But before we continue with the video, I may as well now tell you who the gentleman is. His name is Carlos Dillard. He, according to a pinned comment on the Just Another Karen channel video for this, is known for manipulating situations and lies in order to make people seem racist. We don't know people like that on this platform, do we? No. With it also being claimed that Carlos has videos on his channel talking and laughing about lying, claiming people said the N-word, etc., linking a video which is actually this video but with additional comments concerning Carlos.
Ma'am, would you like to calm down?
This guy, on the other hand, he's not so innocent either. Apparently he goes around doing this thing he calls laying a trap, where he makes people out to be racist when he has a dispute with them in an attempt to get what he wants out of them.
So what you do is, it's called laying traps. You lay trap for racism.
Right.
Yeah, he only does this to people who don't share the same skin color as him. Yeah, because that's not racist at all.
We saw someone walk out with a 6-pack of beer. A 15 minutes ago. We've been parked right there. It was a white guy. That's when I shut it off. So you shut it off when a white guy got his beer.
Come on, Cameron. Come on, why?
I just made up an imaginary person who
Imaginary person who was white.
She can apologize for calling me and flipping me off.
Well, I think it's safe to say with that additional context, the well has officially been poisoned. Because in reality, we don't know if she did in fact flip him off, which is obviously one of the most heinous, hateful crimes ever to exist ever. We don't know, because of course of this baiting, whether or not she did call him the N-word or not. All we have is his claim that she did it, but with proof that he is a known liar, he could well have just decided, arbitrarily, maybe she did flip him off to simply follow her home and expose her on social media to then bring about a phenomenal meltdown because she could well be innocent in this. And her meltdown could entirely be because she's afraid. So I guess we should play a little more of this video because there's another point I want to make and I need more of this video to best demonstrate it.
Why did you flip me off?
You are totally calling me
Karen.
something that I'm not.
Ma'am, don't touch me. Do not touch me. Did you, ma'am, did you or did you not cuss me? Did you not? Did you flip me off?
You don't understand.
Why did I get flipped off?
You don't understand.
Why did I?
You're attacking
Ma'am,
me.
I'm
You don't understand.
Karen, are you okay?
I understand what happened.
We almost have enough to make my point, but I'm going to play a little more in a minute. I want to explain something that I observed when I watched the entire video, which I'm going to link below so you can fully appreciate it. In some situations, people lose control. When you're afraid, you react in a very visceral manner. For her, it's full-blown panic mode. Why? Because the gentleman holding the camera is making accusations that don't line up with what she believes happened. And he is trying to be magnanimous in victory, by all means air quote that, by attempting to make her look even more insane than she is. But again, as we now know he's a known liar, we can't be sure of anything really. What happens next is that the gentleman goes up to the registration plate of her car and then hovers the camera over her address, indicating that that is where she lives. It's called doxing, by the way. Another shitty take from a clout-chasing fool who thinks the only way to solve a problem is by either manufacturing a problem, which is possible, or by using bad tactics to cause inevitable problems for the person they are putting on blast as an apparent legitimate consequence. I think I'm going to play one more clip and then we're going to get to that point, but I'm sure many of you have already worked out what it is.
Ma'am, I'm not attacking you. You flipped me off and you thought you could get away with it. You didn't think I would find you. You cannot sit. She literally flipped me off. She cut me off. I have it on camera. She flipped me off 3 blocks away, and then she slammed on her brakes. I have it on my Instagram. And then I got on my car and I was like, ma'am, why are you following me? Why? She literally followed me. So then I followed her back home, and I said, ma'am, why are you harassing me? Ma'am, listen for about what?
At a later point in the video, some other people come over and de-escalate the situation, one claiming they saw her flip him off, but no one confirming whether or not she used the N-word, which based on the story he tells within the video, Cliff's notes for it by the way, she flipped him off, cut him off in traffic, she followed him, he then followed her. Yeah, happened 3 blocks from where she lives. Somehow in all of that, she dropped the N-word. So based on the story he tells, it is highly improbable that she used the N-word at all, because I'm not entirely sure how she could have done it. But then again, he claimed he had the footage. The footage is not available. By all means, Carlos, show us the N-word, I guess. So I guess now we've reached the most important part of this video. Is the lady in pink a Karen? Possibly, if we have the additional context. She does seem a bit upset about being called a Karen, and at no point does she provide suitable context or an explanation as to what happened. But this is where my point comes in. You see, Carlos obsessively followed someone home just to make a grand gesture and then put them on blast on social media, which does, by most people's standards, make him a bit of a Karen as well, or a Ken. But of course, the designation of Karen and Ken as a tie to one another person is up to all of you, the viewers. There is one last thing I want to add. It is this compulsion to continually put people on camera that don't want to be on camera. I doubt at any point the alleged Karen gave consent for her home, her car, and herself to be on camera in the first place, yet you recorded her and shared to social media, which is a bit of a dick move. I know she never would have said yes in the first place, but it is a point that should be raised surprised, because people do undoubtedly become more irate when they're put in such a difficult position. And no point am I actually sympathizing with her, because in reality, it is a very difficult one to understand whether or not she's guilty or not. Evidence would indicate she's not, but only the evidence that is that he himself is a well-known beta. A masterful one, you might say. Now, as we're done, I'd love to know what you all think. Please do let me know in the comments down below. Hope you like the outfit, hope you have a great day, hope to see you on Twitch later. Ta-ta everyone.